Donald Trump just gave an awful speech in Asheboro, North Carolina before a very small crowd. The topic Donald Trump was supposed to be speaking about was national security, but Donald Trump spent most of this speech whining about how former President Barack Obama got personal last night and mocked him at the Democratic National Convention. Watch this.
Did you see Barack Hussein Obama last night? Take little shots. He was taking shots at your president. And so was Michelle. You know, they always say, sure, please stick to policy. Don't get personal. And yet they're getting personal all night long, these people. Do I still have to stick to policy?
And with Donald Trump, it's always projection and confession. Here he accuses former President Barack Obama of giving military secrets to Russia. Play this clip.
They're going at levels of speed that nobody thought was possible. Do you know, that was our technology that was stolen by Russia. And Russia has them, and I started them very quickly. But somebody gave Russia, years ago, before me, all of our plans and specs for hypersonic missiles, and they built them, and we didn't. He said Bill Clinton. It could be. It might have been, in all fairness, might have been a little after Bill Clinton. I used to like Bill Clinton. Can you believe it? It could have been Barack Hussein Obama, perhaps. We should ask him. Now, he was very nasty last night. I try and be nice to people, you know, but it's a little tough when they get personal. Please, again, remember, please, sir, don't get personal. Talk about policy. Let me ask you about that. We're going to do a free poll. Here are the two questions. Should I get personal? Should I not get personal? Ready? Should I get personal? Should I not get personal? I don't know. My advisors are fired.
Oh, Donald Trump, you mean like when you invited the Russians into the Oval Office in 2017 and then admitted to giving them classified information? Donald Trump then continued on the speech and claimed that President Obama stole the word resolute desk and that Donald Trump was the person who called it the resolute desk, and Biden took that name from Trump. Here, play this clip.
Every American was safer under President Trump. In fact, the entire world was safer when I sat behind that beautiful resolute desk in the Oval Office. You know, I heard the other day for the first time, I heard Biden say, the beautiful resolute desk. He never said that before. They copy me. When I say we're a nation in decline, guys are copying me. Then they say they shouldn't say that, but they thought the words were beautiful. But they copy me all the time. In that case, it was Republicans that were copying me because they...
And Donald Trump just started saying random words like, how disgusted we're all when we see, all of us when we see. Play the clip.
Who bought it all? How disgusted we're all when we see, all of us are, when we see 3 days ago when we viewed their parade.
I guess Donald Trump then tries to talk about military and national security, and here he just talks about goggles and how there weren't goggles or there were. Listen to what he has to say. I can't even make any sense of what he's trying to say here. Play this clip.
We had goggles, brand new, right out of the box. You know, they didn't fight at night because they never had goggles, right? Good fighters. They never had goggles. Now they have brand new goggles, all left.
Donald Trump then continues to lie throughout his speech, and then he goes, I want to be very accurate for reporters. You know what's going on. When people are robbing stores, they're going there with calculators right now to calculate whether or not the stuff that they're stealing is under a certain amount. Here, play this clip.
She had one policy. If you steal less than $1,000, basically $950 to be exact, I want to be accurate for purposes of reporters. The fake news media, they want accuracy. They don't have to be accurate, but we have to be accurate. But if you steal less than $950, they basically leave you alone. So I have guys going in and robbing stores with a calculator. Let's see, this is $100. Did you notice? This is not going to happen in North Carolina, I don't think, is it? No.
Donald Trump then lies and claims that before he was in office, there was no ammunition. Play the clip.
And we had it built. We rebuilt it. We rebuilt the whole military, but it was decimated under this group of stupid people. You know, we had so much. When I came in, we had no ammunition. Did you know that? Remember? I used to talk about it. And I said, if it's true, which it was, why would you say that? We had people on television. Well, the United States has no ammunition. You know, some things you just keep to yourself, right? Do you remember I used to, from North Carolina, do you remember I used to talk about that all the time? Those are my best witnesses, those ladies.
Donald Trump then lies and says, I'm working for you, not for myself. Play the clip.
When you don't fire people, they never write books, you know. But I fired a lot of people. I wasn't happy with their service. I wasn't happy with the job they did. And I fire them. I let them go. I mean, I'm working for you. I'm not doing this for myself.
Donald Trump then mentions airplanes. Play this.
That could happen. These are fighters. They fight with broken, old, obsolete weapons and knives. We have F-16s. We have F-35s, F-32s. And we were knocking the hell out of them. Just knocking the hell out of them.
Then Donald Trump says that world peace can be attained only if he makes phone calls. Play the clip.
Starting the moment I lift my hand from the Bible after taking the oath of office, I will move to restore America to maximum strength and return the world to peace. We're going to return the world to peace. And mostly I can do it with a telephone call. You know, we don't have to send troops. I can do it with a telephone call. You go to war with another country that's friendly to us or even not friendly to us. You're not going to do business in the United States, and we're going to charge you 100% tariffs. And all of a sudden, the president or prime minister or dictator or whoever the hell is running the country says to me, sure, we won't go to war. I talked this world out of a lot of wars with telephone calls. I don't have to send in the troops.
Donald Trump then admits that he couldn't really find a way to attack Vice President Kamala Harris or come up with a nickname. Let me show you this.
And if she gets in, our country doesn't have a chance. This calamity is on Comrade Kamala Harris's shoulders. I think her name will be Comrade because I think that's the most accurate name. You know, I've been looking for a name. People are saying, sir, don't do it. You know all my names. They've all worked. They've all been very successful. And I really didn't find one with her. Sir, she's a woman. I said, so is Hillary Clinton. I called her Crooked Hillary. So nobody complained about that, right? Right? Mr. Governor, nobody complained about that. No, I called her Crooked Hillary. I call people names. I call crazy Nancy Pelosi crazy because she is. She's nuts.
Trump then brags about how he told NATO countries that he will not protect NATO. Play the clip.
I said, nobody's paying. You got to pay. And they did, paid hundreds of billions of dollars. They said, well, does that mean you won't support us if we don't pay? I said, that's what it means. I had to say that. I got a lot of heat for that. People, the fake news. Oh, that's a lot of fake news. Oh, that's a lot of fake news. No, the fake news gave me a hard time for that. The fake news was saying, what a terrible thing to say to our allies. Our allies weren't paying. And I said, you got to pay. We were paying for everybody. So they take advantage of us on trade, and then we also pay for their military. That somehow doesn't work. So they had to pay. They paid hundreds of billions of dollars. But I said to them, no, that means I will not protect you. I will not protect you. They said, sir, if we're attacked by Russia, will you protect us? Used to be Soviet Union, now Russia. Will you protect us? I said, are you paid? No, let's assume we're not paid. Then you're delinquent, right? Well, yes, that's an old real estate term. You're delinquent, yes. No, we will not protect you. The press went crazy that I said, and you know what? If I would have said the other way, they would have never paid. Hundreds of billions were sent into NATO.
Donald Trump then says American military generals are fake and woke. Play the clip.
And somebody that's been with me from day one, he's a real general. You know, we have the real generals, and we have the fake woke generals that did so poorly in Afghanistan, should have all been fired. But this is a real general, Keith Kellogg. Right, Keith?
Donald Trump then seems to be upset that Ukrainian forces are going on the offense in Russia. Play the clip.
If you look at what's going on with Ukraine and Russia, if you look at now there's an incursion into Russia, then there'll be another incursion the other way, and then all of a sudden bad things will start to happen.
Donald Trump tries to then say something about walking on the sidewalk. I can't even make out. It's a bit indecipherable. Play the clip.
And it's crime-ridden, and you can't walk down the sidewalk anymore. It's just unbelievable what's happened.
Donald Trump then repeats that bizarre line he's saying in his speeches. He goes, I gave you all of the jobs, 100%. But then 100% of all of the jobs, he said, are taken by illegal aliens. This is just lie after lie, just total nonsense. Here, play this clip.
We're going to pay down debt. We're going to reduce your taxes. I gave you the largest tax cut in history, the largest regulatory cut in history. That created all of the jobs. And when Biden talks about jobs, by the way, because they lie so much, the jobs he created, almost all of them, almost 100%, people say more than 100%, went to illegal aliens.
By the way, just so you remember what former President Barack Obama said about him, that's really getting into Donald Trump's head. Here, play this clip.
The people who will decide this election are asking a very simple question. Who will fight for me? Who's thinking about my future, about my children's future, about our future together? One thing is for certain, Donald Trump is not losing sleep over that question. Here's a 78-year-old billionaire who has not stopped whining about his problems since he rode down his golden escalator 9 years ago. It has been a constant stream of gripes and grievances that's actually been getting worse now that he's afraid of losing to Kamala. There's the childish nicknames, the crazy conspiracy theories, this weird obsession with crowd sizes. It just goes on and on.
Now, before Donald Trump spoke, J.D. Vance gave a speech as well. Here, J.D. Vance, well, I'll just let you take a look at what he said. Here, play this clip.
We do not need a president with terrible judgment. We need Donald J. Trump back in the White House.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly say that individual ranting and raving like a lunatic exercises good judgment. I think he said during COVID, like a miracle, it was all going to go away. And here, J.D. Vance says, Trump is the hope candidate. He's here for hope. Here, play this clip.
Now, Donald J. Trump represents something that so many in this country need right now, and I think it's important to recognize that we need hope in the United States of America. Hope.
And then when J.D. Vance introduces Donald Trump, he goes, they tried to kill him. Again, spreading these lies as though it was like Democrats or liberals. No, the person who shot at Donald Trump was a Republican voter who was a Second Amendment fetishization nut. Here, play this clip.
At that, so they tried to put him in prison. And they even tried to kill him. But as sure as that beautiful flag still waves behind me in the American sky, Donald Trump still stands ready to fight, ready to win, ready to make America great again. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my friend and our President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Let me show you this as well. Donald Trump then called into his favorite radio show and he said that he's not a convicted felon. Newsflash, you are. Play the clip.
When they talk about convicted felon, well, first of all, I'm not a convicted felon, number one. That doesn't happen for a while.
Then Donald Trump makes some comment about Jewish people, and then if Jewish people vote for Kamala Harris, they ought to go out. Is he threatening to kill him? I mean, what's he even saying here? Play the clip.
If Jewish people vote for her, and I use this expression, they ought to go out because Kamala is a person.
Then Donald Trump's speech abruptly ends, and the Fox News host Martha McCallum, as Aaron Rupert said, immediately springs into action and tries to sane wash it. Let me show you here. Play this clip.
All right. right, there you have it. Former President Trump in North Carolina with a forceful rebuke and challenge to Vice President Harris on the national security front as the Trump-Vance ticket battles the narrative here at the DNC, now in day 3. Trump won the state of North Carolina.
Well, there you have it, folks. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million subscribers together. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.